Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS. So actually students who are preparing for this UPSC or IAS examination, they are having a confusion regarding how they have to prepare for prelims and how they have to prepare for mains. So exactly they do not know what is the difference between prelims preparation and mains preparation. So if you watch this video without skipping anywhere, and you can get details regarding what exactly the difference between prelims and mains preparation. So in this video, I am going to address what is the difference in the prelims examination pattern and mains examination pattern and what is the syllabus. And we are going to see some extra subjects that you are going to prepare for your UPSC mains. And not only that, we are going to take some examples and we are going to approach how questions will be asked in prelims and how questions will be asked in mains, so that you will be getting a clarity and that will helpful while you are reading your newspaper. And at last, I am going to say even how to prepare for prelims and mains, whether it should be integrated or not, and how to make notes for your prelims and mains, that is a revision notes. So let's get started with our video now. So actually first we are going to discuss about examination pattern for prelims and mains. So first one, it is about exam pattern. So here we are going to discuss separately for your prelims and separately for your mains. So in prelims you will be having choose the correct answer. So first one is you will be having choose the correct answers. And there will be 100 questions from your GS. And each question will carry 2 marks. And there will be also negative marking. So apart from GS, you have to also write your CSAT. And in CSAT, you will be having 80 questions. And each question will carry 2.5 marks. So this prelims, it is the first stage of your examination. And this prelims will be conducted on Sunday in morning session and also in afternoon session. So you will be having 2 hours of time to address this 100 questions. And in afternoon also 2 hours to address this 80 questions. So it is just a qualifying paper. If you qualify this prelims, then only you are eligible to write your mains. So the final marks of your prelims will be not added to your final list. So if you see your mains, so this mains, it is a description paper or you have to write. So it is a written examination or description, and total you will be having 9 papers. So in these 9 papers, the first one will be your essay, and next you have GS1, next GS2, GS3, GS4, and after that 1 week you will be getting time to prepare for your optional, and you will be having 2 papers for your optional, and after that you will be having compulsory language paper. So there are totally 9 papers, and this compulsory language papers you are just qualifying, those marks will be not added to your final list. So this is about examination pattern. And in mains, so you will be having exam in the morning session and also in the afternoon session, and now it is for 3 hours. So in the morning 3 hours and afternoon 3 hours. So you are going to write examination continuously 6 hours. So in the morning hours 3 hours, in the morning session, and in the afternoon session again 3 hours. So that is about examination pattern and the difference between prelims and mains. And now second part, we have to address what are the different subjects. The second part here is subjects. So here in your prelims, you have to prepare 4 major subjects first. That is your polity, next one is history, next one is geography, and as well as economy. So apart from that, you have to prepare 2 other subjects, that is science and technology and environment. So this environment is very important because for your Indian Forest Service and for your IAS, IPS, IRS, so the same prelims. So you will be getting lot of questions from this environment. So please don't ignore this environment session. So apart from these all subjects, you have to prepare current affairs of at least 1 to 1.5 years. So these are the subjects. And if you're talking about main subjects, you have to prepare extra, that is your essay, you have to prepare extra ethics. Ethics, it is your GS4, which comprises 250 marks. And here you have optional subject, it is for 500 marks, and you will be having 2 papers here. And apart from this GS, you are preparing for prelims here, that is polity, history, geography, economy, science and technology and environment. You have to prepare other topics also. For example, you have to prepare governance here, Indian society, you have to prepare social issues, disaster management, internal security, and as well as you have to prepare your ethics. So these are some extra subjects you have to prepare for your mains apart from your prelims. And now let us go into the actual topic, that is what is difference between the preparation of your prelims and mains. So as I said, in your prelims you will be getting choose the correct answer. You have to choose the correct option here. Among these 4 options you have to choose one. So here choosing means the answer which is present in the question itself. Just you have to identify which is the correct statement and which is the incorrect statement. So just you have to identify. But this identifying is also very difficult, because your prelims, it is nowadays it is becoming very tough, correct? So here to identify whether the statement is correct or not, here you have to use some elimination techniques. Here you have to use some elimination techniques. Here there is a need of intelligent guess, or we can say like smart guess. So we have to guess whether the statement is correct or not. So here elimination techniques, intelligent guess or smart guess is very important. And if you see here, one more important thing here is, so nowadays this prelims is becoming unpredictable. Okay, unpredictable. So you have to prepare each and every dimension. We are not having any choice to leave any dimension. So we have to prepare in all dimensions from these all subjects, because it is unpredictable. And if you are talking about mains, it is a written examination or descriptive. So here you need to focus on writing skills. Not only writing skills, you have to improve on your speed of your handwriting, and neatness in your handwriting is very important. So writing skills are nothing but whether you are addressing the question according to the demand of the question or not. So how can you address, or how can you understand what is the demand of question? So in every question you will be having a keyword. For example, discuss, critically analyze, examine, comment, like that. So you have to write answer according to the demand of question. So this is the one challenging task. And here in this mains, if you want to clear mains, answer writing skills are very important. And not only the answer writing skills, but even presentation is also very important. So you have to show your creativity here. For example, you can use some diagrams, for example in geography, and you can use some maps in history and as well as in geography, and you can use some flow charts, you can use some mind maps, you can use some timelines, even you can use some graphs. So in this way you have to focus on your presentation. And one more task here is time limit. So you have to address 10 marker question within 7 to 8 minutes and 15 marker question in 12 to 13 minutes. So here answer writing speed is very important, answer writing skills are important, and you have to focus on presentation. So this is the difference between how you are approaching these mains questions and prelims questions. And next one here is, in this prelims I can say there is no need of answer writing skills. So there is no need of writing skills, but here these writing skills are very important in your mains. And now I will take one example and I will let you know like how the questions will be asked in your prelims and mains. So recently, I think if you are following current affairs, this collegium system is in news. So our government made some statements regarding collegium system, and Supreme Court made some statements, Attorney General of India made some statements. So here this collegium system is in news. So now let us try to understand how you can get questions in prelims and as well as mains. So in prelims, you can get questions from the basic facts of this collegium system. For example, you have to know whether this collegium system is a constitutional body or a statutory body, and in which year we came up with this collegium system. And you can get some questions like, what are the qualifications of a judge of Supreme Court or judge of High Court? So how the judges of Supreme Court and High Court, they are appointed. So in this way, you can get some basic background questions in your prelims. But in your mains, you will be getting analysis based questions or opinion based questions. So mostly they will be asking your opinion based on that. So you will get questions like, what is this collegium system? So what is the need of this collegium system according to you? And what are the challenges which are faced by this collegium system? So after we came up with this collegium system, whether it is very useful or not, so you have to critically analyze them, and whether there is a need of this NJAC Act or not. So why Supreme Court struck down this NJAC Act? So what are the provisions of this NJAC? So those things that will come under this mains. And here in the prelims, you can also get one more type of question. Who are the members of this collegium system? And even what are the functions of this collegium system? Okay, so in this way also questions will be appeared in your prelims. So this is about how questions will be framed in prelims and mains, and according to that you have to be prepared. So I want to give you one suggestion. So if you are reading current affairs, if you are reading any national newspaper, for example either Hindu or Indian Express, so whenever you are reading any topic, so you have to be in a position to analyze that topic. You have to see in all these dimensions. So what is that? So what happened with that? So what we will be getting in future? So what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? You need to be in a position that you have to think on all these directions. So if you are thinking in all these dimensions, so that will be useful not only for your prelims but even from your mains. You will be in a condition to write a good mains answer, trust me. So this is about the example. And now I want to address one question, that is whether you have to start prelims preparation first or mains preparation first. So many students, they will be starting prelims preparation and they will be completing the subjects of this prelims. So whenever you are completing the subjects of prelims first, and after clearing prelims, you will be having just 3 months of time between your prelims and mains. So in these 3 months, you can't complete your optional, you can't complete your ethics, and you can't focus on answer writing practice of essay and GS answers. So focusing only on prelims is not a good strategy. And many students, they will be starting their preparation with the mains. So especially they will be starting with optional subject, and they will be completing ethics, and they will be focusing on essay, and they will be starting answer writing. Yes, this strategy is good. Okay, so we will be completing optional, we will be completing our ethics, essay, answer writing practice, everything, it is good. But here what happens, so whenever you are focusing only on mains, actually nowadays prelims is becoming unpredicted. But if you see mains, if you are following 1.5 year current affairs, you can easily at least guess 60 to 70% of the questions that may have the chance to get in mains. So in mains, we can predict the questions easily. What questions will come from polity, what type of questions will come from the environment, science and technology. So most of the questions that you will get from current affairs. So you can expect, but in prelims you can't expect. So if you are focusing solely on mains, means you will be leaving prelims. So it is also not completely good strategy. So here, whatever the preparation you are doing, so it should be integrated preparation. You have to focus on both prelims and mains. And now let us try to understand how to make revision notes. So how to make revision notes. So this revision notes is very important. So before prelims exam, if you want to go through all subjects in one day, means it is very difficult task, and it is also very tedious. You can't go through that. So while you are reading and while you are revising, try to make a little revision notes for each and every subject, so that before one day of your prelims, you can easily go to that topic, so that it will help to regain the topics in your brain. So especially make a note of keywords. And if you're talking about history, try to maintain the timeline. So from this timeline also you will be getting number of questions in your prelims from modern history. So here you can make revision notes from your NCERTs, from your standard books like Polity, Lakshmikant, and as well as Spectrum, etc. And wherever you are reading current affairs, in your revision notes you have to know, for example, if there is any national park is in news, you have to see from which state. So if there is any river is in news, you have to see where it originated and what are the tributaries, whether it is a right bank tributary or left bank tributary, like that. So you have to make a small notes for each and every subjects, even current affairs. And for mains, your notes should be based on analysis point of view. So there is no need of writing each and every point that you see in your editorials. So just make diagrams. For example, if you are talking about this NJSC Act, so why this NJSC Act was struck down? So why means you have to write 3-4 points like that. So just draw these flow charts or make this type of diagrams, so that will be helpful for your better presentation, and even that will be helpful for the revision fast before your mains. And one more tip I want to give from my side here is, so try to make a single notes for your GS1. Try to make single revision notes for your GS2 along with the current affairs, so that before your examination, so you can easily go through that. So this tip will be very useful for the students who are going to appear mains. So I hope this video is useful for the students, and I hope many students, they will change their strategy if they are not following in a right manner. So by this I am concluding. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy. And if you really like the video, so please like and share this video to your friends. Thank you so much.